You're listening to the 217 Business Podcast, a twice-weekly podcast that highlights people who start and lead profitable businesses in Central Illinois.
Help if I turn the microphone on. I'm here at Studio 21 in Mattoon, and I'm here with the owner-founder, Melissa Harden. Thanks for coming on the show today and letting us invade your studio for a few minutes.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So tell us about your business.
Well, I started back in 2013 as a photographer, and I started out in nursing homes, believe it or not, as odd as it sounds.
Okay. So we'll get to that in a second. I think it's an interesting story because I think most people that want to do the kind of photography you're doing would not imagine going to nursing homes to get started. But just overview, if somebody was interested, what are the services that you offer here?
Well, I specialize in high school seniors. That's my number one. And then also headshots for all professionals, corporate, and I also do events and family photos.
Okay. And I can vouch, we've actually had family photos taken years ago, and then we've had headshots done for our business, for Build Online, and fantastic job in both cases.
Awesome.
So, what made you want to get into business? First off, what drew you into photography? Why did you start a photography business? Tell us that story.
Sure. Back in high school, my PE teacher said, "Hey, I need you to take pictures at Special Olympics," handed me her camera and said, "Go." And that lit a fire that I never knew was there. So then after high school, I took a class at Lakeland, and I've loved it ever since. And it's been a hobby. It was a hobby for a long time before I went professional.
Okay. And you started in 2013, and so you've been at it for almost 10 years now.
Correct.
And you said you started in nursing homes.
Yes. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. I loved it because I just wanted to have something for the nursing homes to be able to utilize for their marketing. But then I also knew that this would be good practice for me. Mm-hmm. But I didn't realize what a challenge it would be because, some of the residents are in beds, some are in wheelchairs. And so I had to work around that. So I learned a lot. Okay.
Well, I just have to think that the people that if they want to get into, portraits or they want to get into headshots, nursing homes is like, they're probably thinking, I'm too good for this,
Right.
But I just love that you started there, started in a place of service. That's amazing.
Thank you.
So, you have the beautiful studio here.
Thank you.
We're in your office. You've got all the fancy cameras and expensive gear, and you do amazing work. I go on their website sometime and just look at some of the photos that she's taken. She does a great job. What advice would you give to somebody that wants to get into this? Maybe they not necessarily into photography, but they want to get into starting a business.
Right.
You've been at it for 10 years now. What would you tell them?
Well, I would definitely say get a coach.
Okay.
Get someone in the industry that you're in who is successful in the success that you are wanting, and eat up all of their advice. Also, make sure that your prices are so that you can make a living and that you're not giving away the farm. But also in that same sentence, give in the community your time, a lending ear, a lending hand. Become a part of the Chamber of Commerce and networking different groups. Just make yourself available so that you get your reputation built. That's very important.
Yeah. First off, thank you for all that you do in our community. You started a Mattoon area business networking thing on Facebook, and you do meetups, and got to go and be a part of one of those last Monday.
Yeah, you were amazing, by the way.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And just was wonderful to meet all these people that are taking the plunge and starting business, and then there were people there that have had businesses forever, and are starting to see some success. It's just, I love that group of people. The reason I'm starting this podcast is so I can meet more of these people. Not just in Mattoon, but all over Central Illinois. What you said about pricing is just so good. I used to struggle with our company charging way, way lower than we should have. And like a third of what our prices should have been. And I heard somebody say once, you have to charge enough so you can keep your promises.
That's so true.
Especially in my business, like if we're not around 5 years from now, it could be catastrophic for the people that we work for. Mm-hmm. And so we have to make a profit as a service to our clients, and then that opens up all kinds of other areas for being able to take better care of them. Pricing is so important and so hard and so difficult.
It is.
And once you're a business owner, it changes your thoughts about pricing too when you're thinking about other people.
It does.
So, well, thank you for coming on today and letting us invade your office and do this. Tell everybody how they can find out about Studio 21 and the work that you do.
Absolutely. MelissaMHarden.com. That's Harden with an E. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram. Yeah, all the social medias.
All the social medias. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening. You can find past episodes or sign up to have your Central Illinois business featured on the show at 217business.com. The 217 Business Podcast is sponsored by my business, Build Online, where we help entrepreneurs and small businesses design and build custom apps, websites, and software. Find out more about us at buildonline.io. I'll see you in the next one.